Welcome to the Trailer Cast with Elise Snipes. Each week, I will be sharing with you from inside my vintage trailer where I work as a therapist and share some of my musings on the human experience. I am endlessly fascinated and inspired by people. I love being a therapist and am deeply grateful for the intimate and beautiful work I get to do. I believe we are wildly capable of healing and making this world a better place, and this is my attempt at doing that. Sharing beauty to invoke beauty. May you find yourself inside these stories and ponderings and be better for it. Cheers. Happy New Year's Eve. Can you believe we're already here? This year has been quite the whirlwind for our family. 2018, I am definitely ready for you. 2017 was probably the most significant year of my adult life. And I know that that's a big statement, but it feels right when I say it. My husband and I closed a lot of chapters. We shut a lot of things down and we made some really big changes. And I feel like we're living in more freedom than I thought possible. My husband left his job and he's been going back to school and also being the most bomb stay-at-home dad ever. I took on another job and we've been figuring out what this role change has been like. And more than the actual functional or objective changes we made, there were some massive emotional and spiritual shifts for us. And I don't think I really knew how to anticipate those. I didn't see that coming as part of these changes. Because I knew the change we needed to make was healthy and necessary, but I totally underestimated what freedom felt like. You know, these big changes or shifts, they feel like a waking up. For us, it was like coming out of some coma and realizing that our clothes had gone out of style and that nothing fit anymore. And so we emptied everything out of our drawers and threw it all on the bedroom floor, tried it all on to see what still works, what we like, what we've outgrown, and what we want to keep, and what we need to give away, and what just needs to be trashed. Metaphorically, we cleaned house, and it felt so good. 2017 was a year of realization, of coming out, of standing on our own piece of earth. We learned so much about ourselves, each other, marriage, parenting, faith, people, and we learned it in a way where we had to risk something. You know, some of this awakening wasn't convenient or practical, but there was no other way. For us, it was the experience of once you see, you can't unsee. And so we decided to keep our eyes open and to keep on seeing, keep on practicing truth and good and love, but without any strings attached, without any of the fine print. So when I think of 2018, I think of launching. My husband finished his semester of classes and is pursuing the career of his dreams. And there is nothing better than watching your partner get stoked. He is alive in a way that I haven't seen in a long time, passionate, hungry. And it was so worth the leaving to watch him come into himself and be free. And so I'm anticipating this year. I'm ready for it. I want it. How about you? What are you anticipating? Do you let yourself do that? Hope? Want something without checking yourself? What do you want or need out of 2018? Is there something you need to risk, something you need to take yourself up on this year? And since it's New Year's Eve and some people like to use it as an opportunity for reflection or goal setting, let's talk about resolutions. I have tried all sorts of approaches to New Year's resolutions. Some years, I have jumped on board full force and made it like Lent, abstaining from everything. Some years, I've tried the exact opposite, and instead of taking something away, I've added a healthy habit, like journaling or meditating. And some years, I've done absolutely nothing because resolutions are dumb and for people with self-control. I don't know. I guess my motto is don't try to be anything you're not. If there are some years you feel like having a whole new you, go for it. Push into that, grow, challenge yourself. And if it's one of those years where you don't have the capacity for new, then keep up what you're already doing. And if you are in downright rebellion this year, more power to you. My golden rules when it comes to resolutions are no shame, no guilt, no self-injurious diets, no self-hate, no comparison, and no more confining, limiting beliefs about yourself that keep you less than. I mean, maybe that's what we could resolve to do this year. Be gracious with ourselves. And then see what that's like. You know, sometimes accepting that we are fine just as we are, is the most brazen and radical thing we could do. Sit in the idea that you are enough. Enough for your life. Enough for your people. Enough. And that deep within yourself, beyond where self-doubt and anxiety can creep, there is this core place within you. What message do you need to write and store there? What resounding belief about yourself do you need inscribed within you? We so often look for the quick external fix, something outside of ourselves that we can change or have mastery over so we can quell whatever it is within us. Like diets, an external fix for an internal pervasive sense of not being right. Or these crazy workout regimes, an external striving for an inward sense of not satisfied. Or organizing, this external grasping at order to silence the internal chaos. Do these sound familiar to you? How easy it is for us to reach outside of ourselves to something out there, when right here within us, if we start here, a natural flow occurs that tends to right the external things anyway. So what internal work do you have to do? Go with me for a second with this. What would an internal diet look like? Fasting from thoughts of jealousy, self-loathing, and comparison, and feasting on grace, compassion, and abundance. And what about internal exercise? Extending your ability to sit in silence, stretching yourself to practice the present moment. Or internal organization. Consider a filing cabinet of sorts within you that you could place your thoughts into accordingly. Thoughts or ideas to work on somewhere in the middle. Gracious, life-giving thoughts right up front so they are easily accessible. And how about gossip, judgment, and small-mindedness straight into the trash can? We can start here within ourselves. It might be a fun experiment. This year, I'm not doing a dang thing for a resolution. I'm just going to walk wide-eyed and open-armed into what's next. Open to the form this year takes. Open to things being beyond my understanding, but they sit right in my gut. Open to big opportunities and challenges, but also on ground level, able to revel in the minutia. If you were here with me in this trailer, I'd be curious about what this year has been like for you. What meaning you have extracted out of it. I'd wonder what you are hoping for out of 2018. And I would for sure challenge your resolutions, partially because I'm skeptical of societal pressure to change, and partially because sometimes we need to be pushed on to see how bad we want something. So tell me, what do you really want this year? What do you really want to resolve, to do, or to be? Does this thing, behavior, idea promote a healthy, kind, gracious version of you? If so, what are you waiting for? Get after it. And if not, ditch it. You don't need to start this year already feeling behind. Practice freedom. Take stock of right now. Maybe just hold what you have and press into the concept of enough. I would also tell you to risk, to hope beyond fear, to let yourself go there, to throw off practicality for at least a moment, to dream and see where that takes you. At bare minimum, I would tell you to clean out your closet. What beliefs, experiences, people, things do you need to leave in 2017? What do you need to try on for size? See what's working, what's not. You'll know. You'll know because when you put it on and you don't feel like you'll know what needs to go. So be thorough. Ready yourself for this new year. See it as full of possibility and see yourself as ready to march into it. Chin high, shoulders back. Bring it, 2018. We're ready for you. Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope 2018 is not everything you want, but everything you didn't know you needed to be free. Cheers. Thanks for listening. To connect with me, suggest a topic for the show, or ask a question from your own life you would like to have answered, email me at elise@trailercast.com, ELYSE@trailercast.com. You can also see more on the Trailercast website or follow me on Instagram @trailercast, where you can watch the renovation of my vintage mobile office and see more from behind the scenes. Remember, you can subscribe on iTunes and tell your friends.